Let's go. Howdy doody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another session. In fact, the session before the last session, but for some, this is the last session. How's it going, players?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, we have a little bit of a thing going on here. For those that weren't within the last session, our group had just made it out with some 80 refugees, genuine refugees. Their home has just been destroyed, and having been chased by Jabbercythes and fighting their way through mines infested with miniature versions of Hell Pit abominations, they eventually have come out and made their way to the tree line bordering Tarm, only to find it is on fire. Not all of it, but some buildings are on fire. Gentlemen, to your right is a column that spreads as far back as the hills and makes its way all the way in and what looks to be through your town, at least from where you can see. There is what looks like an endless amount of the undead walking through your home. And Lothar, up, just climbing over a fence, you can see a small figure who begins to sprint toward you. One hand waving up in the air, frantically. Would say
I know who it is.
It's obvious they're wearing a dress. You would probably assume their gender, therefore. But other than that, not from this distance, not at this light. We're going to make a little roll for this lady. Okay. Oh dear.
She's dead already.
Okay. She is running at full pelt, waving her hands frantically. One of her hands, I might add. The other seems to be holding something. When she makes her way about halfway across... Lothar, I'll allow two of you a challenging perception.
I can join you, Lothar, or is somebody else doing it?
This is off to a flying
Go
start.
on, Henrik.
Challenging perception. Oh, for God's sake.
No. Out of nowhere, or rather, out the cloud line above, a very dark figure swoops overhead. And the woman is covered in what you can only describe as a putrid breath. It looks like a noxious green tinted, with some sparks mixed in too. Fluid, gas, it's hard to tell, but she is covered in it and screams appropriately before staggering towards you instead. For those that... well, no, it's bloody obvious. The figure was at least the size of a large tavern. Particularly big. She is going to make a toughness roll just to see if she can make her way to you. She can! Staggers up to you. Who's the furthest forward?
Probably me.
Lothar. She has a cloak wrapped around her, but you can see it is now frayed and tattered. It seems that whatever just made contact with her is burning its way through her clothing and skin. She lifts the cloak and, although staggering towards you, barely able to hold on, passes you a child before collapsing to her knees. skin covered in boils and burns.
Shouts for Lazarus. Hey, Lazarus, do you want to see if you can help her?
Yeah, I'll run up to the lady and perform lore medicine, I would imagine.
Sure. There'll be a conversation going on during this, but we'll cover that after we see how your triage goes.
Average?
Yes. Sure.
Nice.
Okay, you've seen burns before. These seem like chemical burns. You have a few bits of... Ooh, let's have a think. Tea tree oil. There you go. That'll do. Dab, dab, dab. She's feeling a bit better, considering she's kind of dying in front of you, but still, despite the fact her skin's peeling off, you managed to soothe her slightly. She is still able to talk, though, while in considerable pain. I thought it would be safe here in the trees. I guess I was wrong.
I think there's going to be anywhere safe soon.
Yeah.
No. They were making their way through town, but some of them have stopped to, well, take us with them, I suppose. I saw them dragging some out of buildings, stabbing them, and moments later they would stand up and walk off themselves to join in. And most folk, they're held up in their homes at the moment, hoping help will arrive.
Did you see Naticia anywhere?
No. I only got as far as the bridge. I snuck across from my house I snuck under the bridge and then climbed over fence and ran. But I didn't see many. I know there were some had made it to the boat that's stuck in the water. They're hiding below deck. There's about, I'd say about 3 crews worth of deadites. Woof, 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 woof. Random dog runs past. There was about 3 crews of deadites on board ship. Don't know why. Seemed to just be lurking. And, well, there were some folk held up in the temple, and, well, some folk held up everywhere. As I say, most folk have stayed in their homes thinking that the new walls would hold them, but... Oh, no, they don't.
You'd mentioned that something was dragging the people out their homes and stabbing them. I ain't seen undead drag people out and do nothing. Were these undead that were dragging them?
Animated corpses, skeletons, you name it. All manner of creatures of the dead.
Sounds like they were all sent on some kind of special orders or something by somebody. Maybe whoever's in that box we saw at one time.
Well, it's what we've heard, isn't it? Already. They seem to come through, kill some, and take them with them.
Yeah, but I know before they had some humans helping them. Miss, I know you're in some pain, but if you don't mind telling us, were there any people with these undead?
No, not that I saw.
Right.
I didn't see many. Insert dying noises.
I just cringe.
Eek, how dare you die in front of me. Wow, harsh. Take care of my little boy.
We'll try.
Make sure he follows Sigma. Dead.
Offer up a prayer to more in the hopes that will protect her.
Out of the frying pan? Out of the frying pan and into the fire, it seems.
Literally.
We've got to help the people.
Pass the kid off to the crowd that stood nearby as well. Obviously not going to go running into a town with a kid in her arms.
Yeah, it does count as an
Thought I'd
improvised
clarify.
weapon, but sure.
Well, until it comes back to life and turns around and tries to bite me.
Fair, yeah. Yeah, as much as I'd like to see that scene. Yeah, one of the local villagers gladly takes a child. By this point, I would say, given the sound of, I wouldn't say heavy boots, but light tibias smacking against the floor, the majority of your refugees are hiding.
Fantastic. They're ahead of the game. Are they back in the... Are we close enough that they could retreat back into the mine a bit?
They could do.
Or are we too far
Let's
away
say a 10-minute walk. Or a 10-minute brisk walk.
Well, the guards know the local area. Tell them to find somewhere safe to hide. And just get that crowd off the road away from that marching column and make sure that they're not just on a recruitment drive through our newly acquired refugees.
Aye, sir.
And then
One of them salutes and tries to think. Meanwhile, there is a little light pitter-pattering of undead that are making their way through the woods, even where you are, but the guard you have are making short work of them.
Well, we've sent this lot away, but I don't know where they're going to go. We don't know how far these undead are going, or we take them with us.
we're not going to take 80 people through a burning town that's full of the undead.
No. Either go in numbers or go stealthy.
Mm-hmm. So we go stealthy and we leave the guards and what's his name? Crazy old man. Elphus. To try and find somewhere to hide them. He seems to know the area.
Agreed.
We need to worry about Tom.
Maybe they can find a way around the... maybe instead of hiding there, if they can find a way around and start making their way to Altdorf or somewhere a bit further up north.
Yeah, they'd have to cross through an army of the undead first. But either way.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with Lothar. That elfo fellow is pretty wise. I say, my face covered in berry.
Right.
With a very large swoosh overhead, the mist parting for just a second, and you seeing a particularly large wing poke through it, one of the guards by your side says,
Sir, I think we're gonna stay in the woods, if you don't mind.
All right.
Sure.
We'll stay quiet, stay hidden.
On account of there being cover and all that.
Yep. Just don't trust it.
Yes. You stay here. We'll go into the big, fiery, burning town full of dead monsters. Well, no time like the present, eh, gentlemen?
Agreed. Should we
Alright.
should we run straight in, or should we stick off to the side? Maybe go in along the water line and into the bridge like that lady did.
So we try and follow the tree line as far as we can, because if we break into the open, then that thing will see us.
Yes,
think
perhaps
that's
stay away from the fires as much as we can.
Listen, I just need to find Neticia. That's all I care about.
I hear you, Lazarus. We will.
We'll make her priority. From this side, I think we should have a look and see if there's anyone on this side that might be some sort of fighting force, something to help us, and then move swiftly across the bridge or under the bridge to the main part of town. I make the first stop in Thesia.
yes.
Have you got something to mark where the boat is, just so I know roughly?
The boat is by the dock, so the little red stripy, the south side of town.
Yep.
It's
By the
not here
wall,
on this
by the
map,
south wall.
but it is on the other one.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Just so long as I know where roughly which is, and it is on the far side.
It's on
of
the
river
far side,
towards-
of course it is.
Yeah.
Do we know where the herbalist is?
Also on the far side of the bridge.
Dead centre of town.
Okay.
Far side of bridge, yeah.
Thank you.
It's pretty much at the end of the bridge from us. So. Oh, fantastic. We
So
need
I
to go.
agree. Head south along the tree line, and then see if there's somewhere we can quietly but quickly make a crossing. without going through the firelight and silhouetting ourselves, perhaps?
Well, we're close enough. We should check on the temple from this side.
Agreed.
See what the other situation is there, and then see what we can do about getting across the bridge.
Yes,
Maybe if
stay
we can
low,
make
stay
it-
quiet.
Maybe if we can make it to the dwarves or the Strigani, see if they're still here to help. Either way, we need to move.
Indeed.
Well, the Strigani be any help? Ain't they just a bunch of lanky fellers?
Call them that and find out.
I'll take your word for it.
Sweeping down, yet again, with its exceptionally large wingspan, the southeast gatehouse is quite literally lifted off of its foundations and squeezed into rubble within the talons of what you would recognize as a dragon.
Oh God.
You've got to be kidding me.
Gentlemen,
Well,
we're going to get the terror test out the way now, just so we can get it done. Gentlemen, can you all
good.
make me a challenging cool test?
Fantastic. A terror test with -10 because we're all fatigued apart from Tala. Yeah, this is going to go well.
Wow. I need to re-roll that. There we go.
You can remove fatigue with a resolve, remember.
No, it's fine.
Right. You are already in cover, so you do not need to sprint for the hills, but Henrik and Lazarus, Mamie, and definitely Jebediah are going to need some convincing, Lothar. Mostly Jebediah. What's
there's a friggin' dragon.
Would I
We
recognise
can't make
this
it.
dragon, by the way, as one I've fought before?
Roll a challenging perception for me quickly.
Or Law and Dead, either way. Aha.
It is a different dragon. This one looks like it's dead. It's got a big hole in the side of it.
I fought a big dead dragon before.
This is a different dead one. The hole's in a different place.
I would hope it's not the same damn dragon. I was pretty sure that the Slayer and I killed that.
Right now, Lothar,
Resilient bastards.
it's only going to take Henrik and Lazarus the best part about 10 seconds just to muster up the courage. You guys, we won't stack fatigue conditions. This is mainly just about assessing how much it delays you. Jebediah, however, needs some convincing with his 5 conditions. It could take a minute or two, but feel free to hurry it up.
Yeah, I'm having like a PTSD episode from the Jabber Slythe before, having flashbacks.
Would that be like a leadership test?
Could be.
Just to back it up?
It could be.
Although at the rolls at the moment, probably not a plan.
It's not having it. It looks like it is going to take the best part of a minute to get you to finally muster some strength, Jebediah. Eventually, you shake off your broken conditions and you have your free will again, but a minute has passed.
If you say so, if you think we ain't gonna die, then fine. We do gotta get Lazarus's woman out of there. I don't like it though. Just promise me we're gonna make it.
Oh.
Well, great. Let's go then before I talk myself out of it.
Yeah, we need to move.
All right. Well, it destroyed the gatehouse. I suppose that's possibly a way in.
Yes.
Gentlemen, what's
Have
your
we
plan?
Have we got cover up to the gatehouse, roughly?
No.
Or we basically had a sprint to get
Sprint
from
or
where
sneak.
we are?
I'd say sneak. Because sprinting didn't do that woman any good.
And there's only one of that thing, so maybe we just wait till we see it doing something, like when it was crushing that guardhouse, and then we make our move. Can't get us if it's doing something else, right?
We can't wait for that though. The next thing might be the temple.
Fair enough. All right then.
All right.
So we're going to try stealth first, and then make a break for it if that fails.
Yeah. I think so.
All right. Keep low, gentlemen.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's going to be stealth roll. Do you know what?
It is.
I'm using resolve.
Fair enough. I was wondering when you would. I will ask for an average stealth. This will be opposed by its perception.
Is this stealth urban, as we're by the town?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
I'll allow you to
I've-
roll either.
Okay.
You said I can spend a resolve to remove the fatigue condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I've just
think I
spent
will
mine.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Sounds like minus 10 like everything, I think. Almost.
Don't roll too well, Chief.
Where
Okay.
is...
Remove the fatigue
Okay,
condition.
that's
so-
pretty much.
Oh, for the love of God.
How do I...
It was average, wasn't it?
That's better.
That is better. Okay, we have one success. We have two successes. Is anyone going to be spotted? Jebediah.
Sorry, I'm doing the resolve right now. I'm taking the...
No
there we go.
worries.
I took the thing off. Okay.
Was that an average one?
Is it average?
Yeah,
Was
was
that
that?
average, Grim? Lazarus?
Yeah.
Did you turn off the minus?
No,
10?
his stealth is just that bad.
I'm an old
Okay.
ninja.
Lord.
Wow. Jebediah disappears into the mist, and Lazarus just goes clomping off.
Jebediah hid behind a piece of grass.
Single blade.
So,
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll re-roll it.
take a
For
look.
everybody else passed.
Just don't roll even higher.
No, well, okay.
It's,
Oh, that's an astounding failure.
it's just time, Lazarus.
I've just got visions of him going, I'm snaking!
In response, Lazarus, can you roll me a dodge?
Yeah. Challenging.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Congratulations. So Lothar, Henrik, and Jebediah successfully managed to sneak through, but whatever it is that you do to make some noise on your way through, Lazarus, draws the attention of this particularly large flying creature that I don't think you've seen before, but with lightning reflexes you are able to just dive out of the way. Barely. The ground behind you hissing, the dirt fizzling as this grime covers it. The creature disappears off into the sky. Into the mist. Gentlemen, you are together again. You have the gate, the fence as cover, or the wall.
I'm going to look over the pile of rubble that is what's left of the gatehouse and see what's on the other side.
Yeah, peek over the gate to inspect. Over
Okay.
the fence, see if it's anything important.
A few free things I will give you, given your location. You can hear a thud, 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 thud on the doors of the temple. There is definitely a large gathering outside trying to make their way in. There's not a lot of kicking and screaming. You would assume it's deadites. Over by the Stragani camp, curiously all seems pretty quiet. If anything, the undead seem to be moving around it rather than through it. Off in the distance, the miners' guild is currently aflame, with perhaps some 24 deadites outside trying to make their way in through the door. And that would be all you can see that's obvious your side of the river.
You said that the thuds on the doors. Was it humans on the outside or humans on the inside of the temple?
You would assume inside.
Okay.
And Henrik, to your left, is a pretty big ship that is... yeah, you can see from there. Just across from the water, you can see a couple of lights on the lower deck of the ship. And someone waving it back and forth at you, although not making any noise.
I'm kind of yell whispering. Y'all see that? The Stragani camp. That they're going around it. You think what I'm thinking? Maybe they're the masterminds of this whole thing. They're a weird bunch, right?
No, I think what you'll find is that they've got ways of dealing with the undead. Probably something similar to that camp we found in the forest. The ones that helped us through.
So you're sure they ain't in on it though? Because we could just go in there and take them out and maybe end this whole thing, right?
No, I'm pretty sure they're not in on it.
Well, shit. I was hoping they were. It'd make this a lot easier.
We're never that lucky.
I'm not sure they would make it that easy. Can you see a way of getting over there to the companion without being spotted?
Not without being spotted.
Well, the beast is in the air right now. Maybe we can sprint over there.
And so what if they do see us? If they avoid that spot, all we gotta do is get inside, right? We're faster than them.
Unless they're dodging it because they can't see it.
Oh.
Us running into it means they might then see it. I don't know. It's these weird magic things.
Yeah, that tracks. I get you. What do we do?
I think we have to try and make our way in there.
There's a very large crash as one of the buildings on the other side of town, with the creature heading in the opposite direction, and yes, I'm rolling a d12 on a clock face to see where it heads each turn, tears into another building.
In that case, try and make a break
get over
for
there.
the camp.
And before we go, the ship over there, it looks like there's somebody on the lower decks.
Yes, well, the woman said that there were survivors. It's no surprise. But we
Well,
can't
looks
get
like
to it
they
at
might
the moment.
Nope, it looks like they might still be alive. Something to consider for later. Right, let's go.
Okay.
And one thing, Hydra, is the ship, is it docked or is it floating free?
It is docked.
Okay.
It is docked.
I make a stealthy break for the camp.
Yep.
When you say docked or floating free, it's kind of one and the same thing. You've got a plank of wood
Yeah, that's
between
what I mean.
the
Yeah.
dock of the ship. For this dock in particular, there is a plank of wood that you use to cross from one to the other. So
because it's
relatively
attached or connected. Yeah, so
Okay.
the undead keep it on.
So did I hear correctly? You're going to the Stragani camp.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, gentlemen. You move out, and there is, if I bring up the east side of the river. I just have to... Where are you? I'm just trying to copy and paste you. Doink. Right. So, as stated, there is an endless conga line of the dead just walking through the town, seemingly moving around the Stragani camp. To your left, Jebediah, Lazarus, Lothar, Henrik. Probably 3 dozen at the front door of your Sigmarite temple, battering the front of it and hitting it with swords, spears, axes, and ahead of you this never-ending horde. Where would you like to go? Just to double check.
I think we were headed straight for the middle of the Stragani camp, weren't we? Trying to do it as quietly and, if we can, without being seen.
Okay.
Yes, if there's anyone actually in there.
Okay. Let me see what happens on the old... oh, there you go. North side of town, at the northern gates, you hear a swoosh and a crash from the dragon, you seem to be okay for the moment. So, it's only a question of, do you get the attention of any of the dead? I'll give you an easy stealth test to not draw their attention as you quickly shuffle across. Okay.
Lothar teleports.
Yeah. Lothar's already there. Gentlemen, you're at the caravans. All seems relatively quiet. You can hear some whispers from inside.
Are we next to Gilly's
Yes,
caravan?
sure.
Or just around?
You're in amongst all of them, and it seems to be that you're relatively clear here.
Okay, just gonna knock on the door of Gilly's.
Quietly though, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
Do it like a human would. However, humans knock compared to undead.
Just gonna look at you.
Okay. A weird, kooky old man that you have met before opens it, looks left, looks right, goes back inside. The door's open though.
Did he look at us, or did he just blindly look
Not so
around?
much as what's around you, but yes, did acknowledge you.
Okay, well, just gonna
Follow him in, shut the door.
sneak in, shut the door.
Sure. There we go. Into the caravan for a little peaceful timeout. There is about 5 or 6 Strigani also located within here. Reinhard is not here. Go away, Reinhard. There we go. The man is frantically looking in the shelves for... I don't know. He's just looking. And mumbling.
Hello?
He's been looking for a while. Not sure what for.
One of the Strigani next to you.
Right. Well, I suppose the first question's the obvious one. Is it some sort of a spell or something that's stopping them from seeing this? Your caravans?
Nope. That's why we chose to put it here.
So it's something in the ground itself?
It was the work of the former lord. Gilly told us it would be safe. Come the long night.
Ah.
Of course you knew this would happen.
She said it was a perfect spot to set up camp. She's true to her word.
Is there anything you guys can do to help? You've done well against the undead before.
Depends what you mean by help. You seen what's
Well,
going on out there?
Yeah. We could do
We
with
need
it.
to save as many people as we can. I mean, if we brought more people here, would they be safe?
Possibly.
Helpful.
I'm not exactly a witch. I'm just more of a, a follower of the... I'm a follower, really.
Right.
I mean, it.
Well,
You could try. We can probably do some things to help, I guess.
right. Well, what about him?
Don't
Is
know.
he any use?
He's looking for something. He's been looking for the last hour.
Probably not much use then. How long have the dead been here?
About half an hour. Rather quick.
Is there anything you can do about that dragon that's flying around?
No.
Yeah, right. Do you guys have any charms that would make it harder for undead to spot us?
No.
No potions, no spells, nothing.
Where's
I told you, I'm a follower.
Where's Garrett?
Oh, he's gone. He left.
Gone.
Oh, he left about 3 days ago. Don't know why.
Well, he doesn't say anything anyway.
Nope. Part of his rustic charm.
Something like that.
Well, I can give you some. I've got some arrows and a. If you want to get some people here, I guess we can put them up for a bit.
What about that Sigmar temple right just out there? Is that door gonna hold?
Not a carpenter, mate. I'm a follower.
Alright, let's try this another tack. Have you got enough people to try and clear 50 zombies or however many outside the damn thing to get the people out?
No. There's about 10 of us. I mean, maybe. We could maybe make a push for that. But, you know, there's a slight problem. Points up.
And that... Right. Is this place invisible to the dragon too?
I hope so.
That's what I was gonna ask.
There's a lot of questions for a follower.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Who's leading? Yes,
I'm
indeed.
sorry. Gilly didn't leave me instructions for this. She just said that the long night would come and we should be here. And we seem to be fairly safe.
Well, if you were that leader, maybe Lothar could do it. He is a strategist, I'll have you know.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'll follow him.
There you go. I went to Lothar.
Yeah. I'm going to walk up to the old man. Hello, good sir. You looking for something?
Looks at you, mouth a gasp. Back to the shelves, scurrying through.
Let me try that again. What is it you're looking for? Perhaps I can help.
We're on a time limit to save my limit.
Yeah. Shh.
Okay. There is a crash the other side of town, northwest of you.
I'm looking for the spell. It's here somewhere.
The spell.
Yeah.
Right.
Spell. I look nervous.
All right. And what does the spell look like?
Oh, it's I don't know. I wrote it on something. I think.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you sure. You keep on looking, old timer, and good luck. No, just come back over to Lothar. Yep, he's nuts. What are we doing, old boy?
Well, we could try and... we obviously can't really get to the dwarves. It would involve wading our way through that army, and if we could do that, we wouldn't need them. I'm not sure we could really make a dent in the undead that are in front of the temple without them making a bigger dent in us. I could try and sneak across the river, maybe placate Lazarus here, but more importantly, we might be able to get to the Tarlites if they're still around.
I can't swim.
Better learn fast then.
Really? Damn, second nature to me. Well, at least before I broke my arm, anyway.
Well,
I'm disappointed.
I'm not sure how tall the bridge is, but we might be able to use the struts or something to get across.
I have a man with a broken arm.
Well,
he can swim.
He's got another arm.
Not so well with arm.
Well, we'll have to help you.
Stay this side and see if these boys in this Another crazy old man can maybe do something to help with the temple.
I don't know. We should associate with him. He's talking about spells.
Sure, go associate with the undead outside.
Well, ain't there like a third option?
You could die to the dragon.
A fourth option?
You could die
Wait,
horribly.
leave everyone to die.
All right, I think I see where this is going. What do you want me to do?
Well, I think we just need to get across the river, and I think we just need to go now.
Over the bridge, then?
Over or under?
Well, Mr. Broken Arm, and I can't swim. How are we gonna get across? We have to get over the bridge.
Well, let's go and have a look at the bridge and see how it's constructed. A lot of these things have little walkways and stuff under them, and it really depends on the bridge.
I don't think the dragon's going to give us time to go for an engineering synopsis.
Well,
Can I just
no,
roll
but
an intelligence to remember if there's anything underneath the bridge?
Sure. Easy.
just as a point while you do that, there was a woman that managed it with a child on her arms, so...
Yep.
I mean, I guess I imagine we're all thinking about this. Can I also roll on that?
Sure. There's rope and such. You can use that.
Is that is it average or?
Yeah, average.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll let Jebediah get his roll out first. Sorry.
I made sure I didn't do. Oof.
Nah. You've only been on top of the bridge, not underneath it, Jebediah.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Lazarus, there is rope under the bridge. With your +2, I'll give you another that. There's also rope kicking around the camp all over the place. So, if you need assistance in getting across, like kids swim in this and make it back and forth. So the waters are incredibly tepid and not that deep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, I think first things first. Turn back to the follower. Did you say you've got some arrows and some other bits and bobs?
Oh, I'll go rustle up the blocks. Back and roll.
I mean, we could. The river's doesn't have a very heavy current, and it's not that deep. We could try and swim.
What do you
You have a
wade
broken
across
arm.
it?
Keep him.
How deep is it?
But there's rope, isn't there? You said.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, if there's rope stretching from side to side, I assume, then we can just hold onto the rope.
Well, that should work. Two y'all can just pull each of us over.
I mean, you probably pull yourself across using the rope. That's what I'm getting at. Obviously, it will help you because you're broken arm, but yeah.
Please, yeah.
Well, we need to move because I need to go save my lady.
Alright, let's get some arrows. They're coming back with some supplies, and then we'll go straight out. And first stop, Lothar, I think, needs to be for Lazarus.
5 guys come back. A few of them armed with crossbows, crossbow pistols. Hands you a couple of arrows. Anyone that wants. So you can just increase the amount of arrows you have by 5. And
Alright. Let us know if you need any help.
Yeah, we'll go across the river first. We'll probably give you a shout when we try for the temple. Just keep an eye out for anyone trying to flee this way.
If you see an opportunity to get people out of the temple, or anywhere for that matter, help them. And in case we get an opportunity to send people this way, then give them assistance getting in, okay?
I'm not really much of a leader, I'm more of a follower, and I don't want to step outside of my bounds here, but they're trying to break into the temple. So what generally happens is they keep trying to break in until they break in, and then they've broken in, and then everyone in there is dead. There's not many opportunities there unless you make one.
they're trying to get living things, right? So if then they are, then what if they saw something alive outside and started moving after it, and then that living thing walked back inside the boundaries of this here camp where they can't enter? Would that give maybe some time for whomever's inside to escape?
Well, maybe. Do you want to be bait?
Well, not particularly me. You said you're a follower. Maybe you'd like to give it a whirl.
Well, someone else would have to go first.
I look to the other guys inquisitively.
You can try and make a leadership test if you like to convince them. They should be bait and not you.
Yeah, let me do that. That'd be challenging, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them steps up. The other one quickly falls in line.
Volunteer.
All right, well, I mean, we can do that if you've got other... I'm not wanting to be too pushy here.
Yeah, I look to the others.
How do we want to handle this? Do we want to wait till the group moves away from the doors and maybe we move in and knock and say something, let them know we're out there? Because if the undead stop pounding on the door for even a minute, they're still going to stay inside there, you know?
Yeah, we're going to have to go up and get everybody out as quickly as we can. Well, let's make this quick. We do need to get... we do need to get to Lazarus' wife and child.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we're not married yet.
I'm sorry.
Now's probably
what?
not the best time for a distinction.
Don't ever be, boy.
I actually think that's heresy and he should be bait. Side note, the Tom used to have a bakery because there is a very loud crack and a crumbling noise followed by the snapping of wood and the crashing of earth as right next to you can hear a building collapse. That was your bakery.
Do we know that?
You can hear it and make a very educated guess.
It's the closest building to us.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Oh, crumbs.
Alright, we need to leave.
Yep. Let's see if we can pull anyone from that temple first. Okay, you lot.
Yep, let's go.
Let's go. So before anyone leaves the camp, we want to sort of look up and see if we can see where that dragon is.
Make
Destroying a bakery.
Make a -10 perception test, each of you, as you look around. But yes, just chewing on lots of bakery sweets. Hopefully they're still poisoned.
-10 challenging, did you say?
Yeah,
Or difficult.
that's the
That's
one.
the easiest way of doing it.
Yeah, probably. Nope.
Well,
Okay, Lazarus, you can see him go northeast towards the mining area. Yeah, give or take.
Okay, he's heading towards the northeast. His back. So would his back be turned towards us?
Yep.
Okay. And that is... Okay, fortunately, they are particularly slow. So, your two Strigani baits run out and manage to get the attention of... Let's see how good their attention grabbing is. Let's just go with a... This is where you kind of want... entertain. There we go. Okay, they'll get one of the two clusters to follow them, and they'll start heading. Actually, probably makes more sense for them to go this way.
Any hill away from us.
Yes. So they are currently, despite the fact they're not particularly quick, the skeletons are slower. There is half the amount currently knocking on the door of your Sigmarite temple.
can we see where we are of a rough count?
I think it's 18.
In terms of skeletons, I would say, let's say there's probably 10 left, give or take. It's kind of hard to count. It's a big mass of bone.
Can we take 10?
Probably not, but we're going to have to do something. Quick.
Either we do that
I
or
figure this is the now or never situation, right?
Yep. I agree.
As a lot
Well,
of people.
If they're focused on one or two of us, then they just pull them away like the Strigani did. And the others get the occupants of the temple out.
Well, perhaps a couple of bow shots, looks at Lazarus, into their backs might draw them away, while those of you without bows try and get the others out.
That could work. Just make sure that you and us are split apart when you start firing, so they don't look our way.
Indeed. Well,
Can I stealth over towards the
Y'all
temple then?
You can make an easy stealth for me, Lothar.
do it. I'll do. I'll go ahead and do it as well. Well, no, I'll just let him do it. One person's good enough. He just needs to let him know he's there.
You land it. Oh, yes.
Perfectly done. You are in position and ready.
go. Are you going to help Jebediah?
You think he needs my assistance, or?
Well, you might need an extra set of eyes, just in case.
Well, all right. I'll stealth over there too then. See what happens.
Easy
was
stealth?
it easy? Okay.
critically fails, gives away Lothar's position.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that. Nope.
Okay.
Oh well.
Fine. Fine.
Okay.
Gentlemen, you're in position.
Were we luring them?
So we're basically going to stand more or less just outside the range of the village, and a little bit off to the side, being wary of the group down the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So we're gonna pull them and then run back in the caravan.
I think what we need to do is fire an arrow. I'm going to fire an arrow at this group.
Speed is of the
Make a roll for me, please.
How far away is this? Is this within sling range? I'm gonna save some of
Sure. It's probably on the fringes of it, but that's a reasonable hit from you, Henrik. Straight in the side of one of the scapulae. Actually, one of the skeletons just falls to pieces once being struck. Looks relatively flimsy.
Yeah. Well, that was easy.
Okay. Lazarus, you get a fairly satisfying donk as your stone hits the right hand humerus of one of these skeletons. Doesn't kill it, but it stumbles.
Have they reacted to our presence?
Sure. One of them walks off towards you. And one of them is dead, so there is now 8 left. Meanwhile, Lazarus, Henrik, of the horde that is marching through, you have gathered a little bit of a fan base that is now splitting off from the central horde and moving toward you, as are the others that were following the Strigani.
Damn it.
You have sufficient time to just step back out of the way after you've shot. I will assume that you're not just going to stand there like a lemon.
No,
like in Austin Powers.
Yeah, I think we just kind of look at each other and then kind of back up into the camp.
Okay. Lothar, Jebediah? What are you doing?
So they're between us and the temple, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
What do we do now, strategist?
I was hoping that they would draw a hell of a lot more than just one of the bastards.
Me too. I ain't got any ideas.
No, and they've now drawn attention as well, so
At least they're safe.
we're not. So we can see around the corner of the temple, can't we?
Yep. 8 of them knocking on the door.
And those two groups, the groupies over there, they're far enough away from us that we're not going to get tangled up in them
You'd hope so.
in the immediate time.
You would hope
Yeah, I
so.
mean, they're not within, like, arm's reach already. They're quite a way away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I think we might have to just try this the old-fashioned way. If it fails, make a break for the camp.
I'll follow your lead then, Lothar. Just, don't get me killed.
I'll try not to. So, can I sneak across and get behind them so that it's basically charge from behind rather than straight into the side of them?
Yes, you can. Make one more easy stealth for me and I'll give you a full flanking bonus. Although you did roll amazingly well before, but in either case, fine. They're not particularly perceptive. They don't even have ears. So you're able to get behind them. Lazarus and Henrik, you have a crowd of about 20 that are basically stood there looking at you. Locked in formation.
Maybe
Can
we
they
just
see?
pick 'em
Can they
off.
see us?
Well, their heads are pointing toward you, but they don't have eyeballs. So, depends on your perspective on these matters.
I just mean because we stepped back into the village.
Yes,
Into
they
the
they
camp.
do still seem to be focused on your area, let's say, but only 5 seconds have passed. So,
Maybe we can just pick them off from here.
Well, there's a lot of them. How many arrows you got?
I'll just pick
mind
up
you, got
rocks until I run out of rocks.
Sure. Look at the two guys that are with us. You still got those crossbows?
oh, aye.
Might be worth picking a couple off.
Well, I suppose. Okay, he's channeled his big dick energy here to do some big think. Maybe we should pick off some when we need to go somewhere or come back. I've only got 5 arrows.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Well, then we'll conserve ammo.
Do you think you might be able to lead that group a little more to the northwest? Maybe just sort of poke your head out a little bit without bothering the other group up top?
Make a leadership test for me, please. Average. You silver citizen.
Gold. Thank you very much.
Are you gold? Okay, well, yeah, definitely plus 20.
I'm gold too.
Wow.
Oh my word.
Now, look, I said I'm a follower.
Oh,
Like, I'm
wow.
definitely. Maybe you should do it. You look faster than me. And you got nice clothes, they're bound to follow you.
Yeah, I remember this when it's your birthday. Go over this way a little bit and then have a bit of a think. I stoop down and pick up a rock
Okay.
and I just sort of throw it, not particularly hard, I just sort of throw it in the general direction over to the left. Just to make it go a little bit of a thud.
Okay. I'll roll something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a critical.
There is a little bit of interest in it. It seems to be from the ones that have more flesh attached to them still. So, some zombies split off. The skeletons don't seem interested.
Oh. Damn it to hell.
In other words, they don't seem to care too much about noise. We'll come back to you two in a moment while you weigh up your fan base. Lothar and Jebediah, you are behind about 8 scallywags.
Yep.
The door is barricaded.
Offer up a quick prayer to Mamidia for asking for forgiveness for doing something so fucking stupid, and then charge into the back of them.
Okay.
I will sigh and I will follow suit.
Okay. Gentlemen, I will give you... if they fail their initiative test, I'll give you a surprise round. Okay, have plus 40 to attack for the both of you.
Alright.
Is that plus 40 and then charge bonus, or including it?
40 without, so 50 in total.
Okay. Whoa. Second. Typed the wrong number. Had a modifier 410. 1 second.
Okay. That is a very tasty amount damaged.
I'm gonna manually. Just a second. I'm gonna manually do this. It's. When I click the charging bonus, it does weird things. So I just type in 50.
Whatever
I'm sorry,
makes
did
you
you say-
happy. Whatever makes you
Yeah.
happy. So, Lothar,
It's challenging, right?
Well, if you've put in 50, then yes.
Okay.
I think
oh, wow.
Those knuckle dusters.
That will do.
Dang.
18 damage, 15 damage. Okay, after that, there is quite literally 3 of them left standing. The vast majority of this crowd have been completely decimated in a flurry of blows from spear and rusty boat hook alike. It kind of helps when they're facing the opposite direction and you can quickly pop them in the back of the head. Hearing this...
Oh no.
Oh no, this is much worse.
We should have left it.
Yeah, why did we come here? Yeah, go on. Let's have a. Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. There you go. He'll do an unarmed attack. As bursting out from the door comes a Chad. Fist swinging and rather poorly so. Gentlemen, you're each going to take 1 attack. Actually, end of the round. Everyone takes 1 damage, I'm afraid. Still technically a swarm. And we're going to make our attack against... You get 3 advantage from, Jebediah. Yeesh.
I don't. Do I? Hold on. It doesn't
That's
show
all right.
any on my screen.
Yeah, I just removed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to go... 1 is Lothar, 2 is Jebediah, 3... Okay, well, that's that. So
Yep.
it's
Sure.
just hashtag standard Lothar luck. All 3 of them are going to turn toward you with hand weapons in hand and take a swing. You can make your defense.
Do I still have advantage at the moment, or would it have been taken off just yet?
This will be... I've done this as a new round, so no.
Okay, no, yeah, fine.
Will you take 11 damage?
No, I need to reroll. My God.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
Still 11 damage. Corruption reroll?
Yeah.
Can I tempt you with a corruption reroll?
Yeah, we'll do for this time round, I think. And it'll probably be 70. Oh, there we go.
Okay, well it's less damage and not a fumble. 1 advantage for them. Gentlemen, you have a minuscule amount of damage you need to deal to finish them off. Just both of you roll me a challenging attack against them and see what you can do.
Nothing, apparently.
Oh, good lord. Please finish them. And this will be opposed by...
Oh, my
Okay.
word.
Unless
70
Gerard kills
damage
them.
skill? Jesus.
They have 1 advantage because they haven't been hit yet after hitting Lothar. After winning against Lothar, rather. Okay. If we get a Chad roll, no chance. Gentlemen, everyone take 1 wound for me, please.
Okay.
I assume you mean not me and Lazarus, by the way.
No, not you two. We'll come back to you two in a second to recap
that's
what you've
fine.
been doing for about the last 15 seconds, because this is going to be happening in a very small space of time. One is Lothar, 2 is Jebediah. Sorry, sorry, Lothar.
Of course it is.
Okay, well that's only +1 to beat.
Yeah, well. Yeah, standard.
Standard. There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Successful defense. Now, gentlemen, try one more time for me, please. Please kill these 3 remaining dudes.
Do I have an advantage this time? Because I've got that.
Yes, because you just literally defended against them, so yes.
Thank you.
Jebediah, you can roll as well. Everyone roll. Just please roll something fairly good.
There we go. Oof, bit better.
Okay. And turn from them. That'll do. Gentlemen, coming out from the temple, Gerard and Davith, followed by a few devout followers. How's it going, mate?
Glad that went well.
Fucking right. Not so good with my fists.
Can you get these to the Stragani camp or get them out of town or something? We've got a bunch of refugees hiding in the woods if you think you can make it.
You might want to mention that Stragani camp's got some kind of, I don't know, going on with it where the undead can't walk into it.
Fucking Stragani, eh?
Yeah, well, I ain't a fan of them either, but I think tonight, maybe you and I can make an exception.
Not turning down any help at the moment.
Looks
But
like
like
your
I
mates
said-
need some help.
Yep. Yeah, they will.
Meanwhile, we're going to go over to your mates. Henrik and Lazarus, you've basically got 4 rounds of playing with your fans. What would you like to do?
Encore.
I'm not sure they can see us, can they? Is it worth doing anything? Lazarus?
Maybe hiding, because we are still out in the open.
Yeah, maybe we just sort of duck behind a caravan and sort of...
Or maybe we can try and pull that little, what are those, zombies? Yeah, the zombies away.
Well, every time we've gone north, they've pulled more bloody things down from the group. And the issue is, if we go any further east, we're going to pull them straight in front of the people we're trying to save. This is the issue. There's such a tight space. There's nowhere to go.
Let's just hide somewhere, I guess, and wait
Yeah.
for Lothar and Jebediah.
You want to back off further into the camp a little bit, and then just
Okay.
buy a caravan or something just to see what they do.
Okay. I won't ask for a test for this because you're just breaking line of sight with them. And you step around the corner, out of, let's say, visual range, occasionally having a little bit of a peep. The other 2 that you were with doing the same. Eventually, a good number of those that had gathered continue their march. Leaving just a small handful to stand and observe you. The rest of them still marching through. To your right, Henrik and Lazarus, the Miners' Guild, I rolled this a while earlier, but is beset upon by this flying monstrosity, I am afraid. Feet crashing with the building. Its roof collapses in on itself, leaving a ruin of a building behind, which, unfortunately, a large portion is also on fire.
They did.
To lighten the mood slightly, Gerard is going to attempt a thing. Oh, you absolute chad. Okay, so the crowd that is still there staring you down. You just see Gerard walking stoically up to them, just chanting and screaming his lungs out. The very last few words are, "Take some fucking Sigmar right up your fucking ass." As he does so, he opens his arms out by his wide, sort of crucifix position. And erupting from his body, flames. Joyous, purifying flames, as the entirety of your fan base is set ablaze, despite the fact they're just made of bone. Most of them crumble within seconds, and he actually looks fairly impressed with himself and walks up, followed with Lothar and Jebediah.
Damn, did you boys see that?
Gerard.
Woo!
You should accompany us. Maybe we can use your help saving more people.
No kidding.
I can try. Sigmar's not always so kind, but I feel this deep inside of me today.
Yeah, praise Sigmar.
I look
Great
very
to-
enthused.
Yeah, I feel with Gerard on our side, we can do some good.
Take a moment to heal myself after that last fight.
Okay.
You
Stood
won't.
around.
You can have a +10 because I'll help you.
What do you reckon, Hydra?
Go for it. Go for... how quick do you want to be? You can either have a +10 or a +30, depending on how long you want to take.
I'll just go with the challenging with the +10 then, because I've still got an advantage left in the fight, which adds the 10. So
Okay,
I'll just
that'll
do that. It's a fairly quick.
That'll do. Yeah, quick patch
Thing.
up.
Oh dear.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening today.
Nah.
Okay.
Alright.
This wound seems a little complicated. There's too much faff.
All right,
Yeah.
where are we going?
Well, we need to get to the other side of the river.
We can swim.
Is there still a?
or we can-
Is there still a conga line of
Yes.
undead coming through the top gate?
The whole time.
Okay.
So are they coming from the north? Or are they coming?
Yeah, from the
the bridge.
northeast, heading southwest, crossing the
Okay.
bridge.
Well, whilst I suspect that the dwarves probably didn't die in that attack, we can't go and dig them out. We need to get across the river ourselves.
Indeed.
I think the best way right now is through the river.
Well,
We'll
I
get
agree.
bogged down trying to fight our way through.
yeah, we're not fighting our way through that unless Gerard can pull that out and just kill them all, and then that solves all the problem. Looks at Gerard, hopefully.
I can fucking try. I mean, that doesn't
Can't-
normally work that well.
Right, we should probably try the safer option and try and sneak past them. I mean, the safest way to get to where the bridge is and the crossing is to go south of where the line is coming through, right? Okay, good talk.
What?
Well done. Don't worry, everyone's dying. Just,
We
yeah.
need to get across now. The best
Right.
way through is to the south
Yeah.
without going through anybody.
All right, so head directly south. Everyone try and keep your head down and try not to get seen.
It's that or sprint across. Is the dragon still near? Can we roll perception?
You could just simply see what loud noises making. Northeast of the town, you can hear something happen. The flapping and hissing noise that it makes, you recognise by now. It seems to be outside of your walls temporarily.
Okay. Here,
Now
I
or
think
never.
here's your chance to run. Just book it.
Oh, I think we need to be a bit stealthier than that. There's an awful lot of them. I'm about to run in the direction they're all headed.
Yeah, if they turn, they might cut us off.
Buying you a little bit of time, fortunately, is Gorim, your priest. Dwarven priest, that is. Upon seeing his kin buried alive, including his dear friend Bocky, he storms out of his tavern, two-handed axe in hand, with two of his brethren, and starts laying into what I can only describe as an endless horde. But I would say a good 2/3 of those around you that are marching through are temporarily sidetracked by his battle cry.
Alright.
Hey.
I say we go.
Agreed.
So, directly south and then turn off, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So we want to move... Oh, I'm targeting myself. Well done, me. We want to move sort of down this way.
Okay. Get there
Also
for free.
Getting the other two with us.
Yep. All right.
As I say, as getting down here, does it look like we can get to underneath the bridge where it would be probably safest to cross, where all the ropes and stuff are, potentially without being seen, if we're stealthy enough? How does it look?
I would say you could. You don't have too far to go. If you could say about 5 to 10 yards, and you might be able to cling onto a boat. Or alternatively, you could sneak through the shrubbery under and toward the bush. There is quite a lot of bull reeds here, so that's an option.
Yeah, I'd say we sneak the best we can through the reeds. Everyone else? Lothar?
Works for me.
Sneak as much as we can.
Indeed. That's what we want to do then.
Okay.
So challenging stealth.
This will be an easy stealth. You are down a riverbank, in amongst reeds, and there's lots of noise. Lots of noise.
Would this be regular stealth or urban stealth?
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
Okay.
I'm not nitpicking today.
Cool.
I'm still
Easy.
targeting myself.
You said easy?
Sure.
Okay. Alright.
I forget what I said, but sure.
It was easy, that's what I rolled.
That's what I thought.
Okay, 2 successes. 3, 4. Okay, gentlemen. Oh shit, and Davith. But this is a combined test for the two of them.
Nice.
Okay, sneak along the water with you. Make your way across. Where are you headed to? The other side.
Well, the Tisia's house is right near the bridge, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
indeed.
it's just north.
Yeah, it is indeed.
So that's where I would go straight away.
We might want to survey things before we decide which way we want to go, but that's certainly where we want to head first.
I think you'd be saying that to Lazarus's back.
No. I mean, we want to survey the way that we want to go, in terms of how we want to get there. So, like, stop at the other side in the reeds, whatever's across there.
Where
Or you
the
can go
fuck is it?
up the reeds and through all the little alleyways to get into the back of it.
Yeah, that's what we want to look at. See what we can do.
Gentlemen, it is relatively clear across the bridge. Not so many of the dead are troubling the waters. Most of them are knocking on the doors of homes and climbing into the windows. The back streets probably have a dozen dead walking through them that you can immediately see. And in front of you, it does seem that the cookhouse and the herbalist is on fire. Just a little bit, though.
Well, we've got to be quick.
We need to go save them.
Is there a back way into the herbalist?
I should know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere has back doors, generally, so...
Well, I think we should probably go and try and get in through the back, perhaps, Lazarus?
I think that would be a good idea.
Alright.
It looks like there's a horde of skeletons we're going to have to fight through.
Are those skeletons or zombies, Hydra?
They are skeletons.
No.
Can we see how many?
They seem to die fairly easy before.
I'll say somewhere between 8 and 12 in total.
let's say we rush them. There should be enough of us.
Too fucking right.
Now, Lothar, what do you think?
Yep, we need to get through them as quick as possible, so there's not like there's an army behind us.
Well,
Suppose it sounds like a plan.
right. Perhaps Lazarus and I take a couple of shots first. Okay, never mind. We've
No,
done the
you can
initiative
have a
roll.
surprise round. I'm just rolling it for
so-
when we start, but
So I was going to say we take a couple of shots first, Lazarus and I, and then we can move from there. And look at Lazarus.
Yeah, I think wound them as much as we can before we charge.
Alrighty, is everybody ready?
Yep, ready as we're gonna be. Nicely done.
Alrighty.
that was them avoiding a surprise condition, so...
That's my first shot.
This is a challenging.
Okay. It does seem that the targeting is not being quite so helpful today. Alright. Okay, so one slingshot flies toward the enemy, landing in them, dealing a reasonable chunk of damage to one, and an arrow sails off into the head of another, lodging itself inside its skull, shattering the back. Appears that a couple of them have fallen. Now we're going to have Davith the pacifist isn't on this. Jebediah, you're up.
I guess how many are left, roughly?
6 to 8 dish.
Oof. I think I'm gonna hang
Don't
back for
think
now.
about it as 6 to 8 individual tokens. It's not the same mechanics.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
feeling that's what's being visualized when I say these numbers, but swarms do not operate in the same way.
Okay. I mean, would I reasonably think that I could fight these things?
You've just killed 10 of them, so
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll rush them
between
then.
you and Lothar, you've just killed 10. So,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and charge them then.
like, yes, there is risk, but
Sure.
it's not suicide.
Okay.
Okay, that is a roll, and we are going to oppose that with our sexy hand weapons. Okay, unfortunately, you lock blades with them, and they gain one advantage.
Damn it.
Lothar.
Yep, pretty much the one and only thing I will do. Charge them.
Charge. Cast fist.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's better.
I wish you were using your knuckle dusters. Just the thought of you just walking around.
Okay. Okay, that is a very decent couple of blows on them. That will be at least a couple that are now in pieces, just tattered, shattered bones on the floor. And in response, we have...
Hydra,
Yep.
looking at the initiative roll, you missed me because we had a surprise
you've
round
already-
of shooting.
Yeah, so the way it works is technically in the first round, I let you two go out of initiative order. There was no surprise
okay.
round because they passed their test. So
Right, okay.
normally what happens is they would just have a surprise condition, and effectively they wouldn't take a turn on their turn, but because they passed their test they did. But so basically you two just went at the beginning of the initiative order because you arranged, just so it makes sense. In response, we might as well just attack Lothar.
Yeah.
One is
Sure.
Lothar. Standard.
Yeah. don't know why you flipped it, to be honest.
Okay. You have.
I still have
You still have advantage.
I have
You have two
advantages, though.
advantage. Yes, and Godspeed to you, little warrior priest.
Yep. Oh, fuck's sake.
How many rerolls do you have left?
One
That's the
now.
last one.
That's it.
That
Done.
will do. That will do, though. You maintain your advantage. And the last person to charge in is Gerard. Sure. Because there's still a good few of them left, he is going to risk it for a biscuit. Nope. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay. Someone has lots of sin points. All three of you, unfortunately, it's that time, will take 1 wound. And then, Henrik, you're up.
Alrighty. Davith is still over here somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling with you.
Okay, so I hand him my bow, draw my sword, and charge. That way I'm not dropping my bow.
Sure. He'll look after your bow.
Hold this for me, I'll be right back. Rah!
Okay. Make your diving tackle on them.
I have my advantage from last time.
Yeah, you would do. So you'll be on 2 advantage now with your charge. Okay. Let's see how they roll in response. That could be a dead skeleton. Fortunately not. 1...
Skeletons with 60 weapon skill. They're dead and they don't hear a stone fall on the floor, but they've got 60 weapon skill.
It's because there's so many of them. It's not per individual. It's taking into account the fact that they outnumber you 3 to 1. Jebediah, you are up, sir.
I didn't go. I thought
yeah, you're next to last, Lazarus.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just
We're following the initiative order on this for the second turn.
Roger.
Okay. Both look very tasty. Okay. That is 13 whole damage. Okay, there's maybe 3 of them left. Lothar.
Finish him off.
Finish
Nice.
them. Tasty, tasty.
They are powder.
A bad roll from them could be...
They did actually roll fairly well.
Yeah, they did actually roll fairly well.
That's a shame.
But
Okay.
they still lost.
There is 1 of them left. Lazarus.
Hooray. Lazarus will charge. Switching hands. And he's going to target the skeletons. Swing with his sword king. Oh, I should have had my advantages.
Well, you'll have 45 then. There you go. That looks a bit better. But you might hit them if they roll badly. No. Very nearly. They did roll badly.
But not badly enough.
But not badly enough. Okay, your 1 chance at not taking another point of damage, each of you, is this soul fire working.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, fuck
And
it.
it does.
Poof.
Obliterated.
Yeah, so stammering on his words the first time and seemingly having a little conversation with Sigmar in his head, like, fucking I said the prayer right, mate. Fuck you. In their fucking ass. The remaining 2 just crumble in front of you. Right. Better be quick, mates. I'll hold them off.
Keep up the good work, Gerard. Sigmar be with you.
Natasia! Natasia!
Okay. Charging inside, you can see your assistant, a couple of villagers, and Natasia all barricading the front door, which has been severely battered. There are a few skeletal hands reaching through. The fuck have you been?
We went on an adventure. The point is I'm here now, and we need to get out of here.
Oh no fucking shit. Where are we going?
I'm gonna take you to the Stragani camp. For some reason, everybody's giving one.
we'll bypass you explaining to every single NPC that you meet today to explain what's going on there. But she seems surprised by this, but she's like, well, fuck it, this place is terrible, so she's going to step out. Gerard has run into a building and, well...
Can I pick up a couple rocks? And can I raid this building of any health potions that we may need?
Sure. Roll me a quick... Just roll me an average initiative test to see how quickly you can just gather loads of stuff from here.
Yeah, and do you have any arrows in there? Thank you.
I doubt it.
Okay, 2 health potions. And as much, I don't know, green tea as you can carry, but 2 health potions would be the pretty much the majority of your stock. A couple of poultices if you need, so some quick healing supplies. And gentlemen, you have a small crowd gathered with you, and we will return to see what happens in a few minutes after a bio. See you in a bit, dudes.
Fighting.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We have a little bit of time still to go. And our players have a few more lives saved. Only a few, though. Gentlemen. Coming out from the alley on horseback. A road warden. His horse looking particularly mauled, covered in blood, scrapes and stains. Him likewise. Afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello.
Afternoon.
Oh, what a shit show.
Yeah, you're telling us.
Reinhardt sent us out to scout for any survivors outside of town. I didn't see any, but I do bring good news. Your friend, the old, what was his name? Matthias, the witch hunter. I saw and clocked him, and a retinue headed this way.
Well, we're going to have a hell of a welcome for him.
Sigmar be praised. It could not come at a better time.
When you say a retinue, how many?
I would say some 50. As per he did before. Saved us, so he did.
Witch hunter saving people? I gotta see.
He gives his horse a yeah, rides off, just trampling a few of the skeletons in the street as he goes.
Yay, we're saved. 50 more.
We're sure he ain't just dragging us out in the streets to kill us, thinking we're wizards and such.
I think given the current situation, he ain't dragging anyone anywhere.
Fair point.
Hey, Garrett,
Okay.
do you want to get these people across to the others at the Stragani camp? We need to see if the Tarlites are still alive and holding out.
Roger, Roger.
Apparently
No, apparently not. Are you going on your?
Motherfucker.
Are you going on your own, Lothar?
I hope not.
Who's going where?
Yeah.
I think we're all going.
Yeah, we just want to see if Gerard will take
Oh, Gerard. Sorry, I thought you said a player name. Right, I was like, why is the player not responding? Wow.
Yeah, fucking right, I'll do it. No problem.
Good man. Damn good man.
David, could I have my bow back, please? Thank you.
Gives you a bow. And the posse sneak off to the Stragani camp. Yes, just to double check.
Yes.
I heard you right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sending them to the Stragani camp, not us.
Okay. They sneak off.
If we go back down to the river and along the reeds again, we might be able to get to the Tarlites without having to fight our way there.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright.
Minor Gamble Fine Northern Gate Overview Time. I think that is technically the. That is the one. Okay. You have snuck along the bank. And there are clearly some, well, half dozen deadites either on top of this ship or at the dock, seemingly just staring at the ship. Adred and Santiago are currently wrapped around the whatever the pointy bit is at the front of the ship and clinging on for dear life. They seem to have climbed away from some of the dead.
So you say there's only a handful of undead on the boat?
There's probably, I'd say, 12 on the dockside and maybe 8 on the boat. And a plank of wood, or 2 planks of wood, spanning about 3 yards between the two, bridging the gap.
Well, they appear to be between us and where we want to go. We could see if we could clear them out and help the people on the boat first.
Good do. Lazarus, I don't suppose you got anything for a bit of a pick-me-up, have you?
I did find 2 health potions in the shop before we left. Is that what the kind of pick-me-up you need?
Certainly need something. I'm feeling these battles.
Yeah, me and Lothar ain't doing so hot. He's been taking the brunt of it. These undead seem to have a hard on for him today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if you need them, I'll give them to you. So,
Do
I had 1 health
please.
potion to Lothar. You said you need 1 Gerberdai.
I reckon I could. Good apothecary, I say with a smile.
Okay, I hand him the other one.
I will accept it.
Drink straight
All
away.
right. You
I'm
can
gonna drink mine as well.
add yourself your wounds, toughness bonus wounds, and you can push on. What are you doing?
Can we see up the bank to where the tar lights are, or would we have to sneak up to the edge of that building?
You would have to climb up on the hill to be able to see.
Okay, well, I can do that. So, say to the others.
Could you roll a climb test for me, please? It'll be easy.
Yeah, easy. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just say to the others before I go, wait here a minute, I'm going to see what the situation is with the tiles. If they're easier to get, we may as well see if they'll help us first.
Alright.
And fall and break my neck. Everything damn good try.
okay. Yeah,
Really fucking good try.
it is slippery. And yeah, now you recall all of the cautionary tales the mothers give their children about not climbing up here because the rocks are absolutely, they're a death trap.
Treacherous.
Right. You can see, as per almost every building in this entire town right now, there are deadites that are knocking on the doors of every single building, and that still includes the Tarlight.
So I was seeing like 2 groups, so I guess there's a couple of dozen over that way.
Couple dozen.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll come back down this way a little bit, not have to climb back down, but
Sure.
just say, shout whisper. We'll have to take the boat first. There's too many for the too many on the tar lights.
Hey, why ain't the undead boarding that boat?
No
Yeah,
idea. Ask
They
him.
are. Some of them are on there.
I don't think they are they?
Yes,
Hydra?
they
Yeah.
are.
Oh, okay. I thought they were waiting at the gangplank. Sorry.
There are some waiting at the gangplank as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see those. Never you mind then.
Alright. Same thing as the alley. Lazarus and I take a couple of pot shots and then we charge the bastards.
Yep. We want to try and keep the ones on the
good.
ship to fighting them on the gangplank if we can. Let's get across at once.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And can I just see if I can stealth into the...
Okay, roll me
I'll do it,
a easy stealth. Okay, nicely done. Opposed by absolute dogpo, so you'll find Jebediah.
Cool.
They're not paying attention, the ones that are near you.
Alright. Now look at Lazarus. You ready? Good talk. I look over at Lothar.
Or just signal we're ready, whether you understand that or not.
I
Okay.
assume just a nod.
Yep.
And
What difficulty? Challenging.
What are you doing?
We're gonna
he's
shoot
throwing
the.
his, they're going to shoot the zombie horde.
Okay.
Oh, the
Fine.
undead horde.
Yeah, what are you shooting them with?
My longbow.
Okay, that'll be plus 20 for both. Just it would be more, but it's an awkward angle because you're shooting upwards a little bit, so they're
So
partial
I've got an
cover.
automatic modifier of plus 40, but I'm assuming that's changed that to 20 then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to turn the range setting off because I haven't done the ranges for all of the maps. Okay, that'll be 2 clean kills. and a couple of them staggering off the edge. Lothar, Jebediah, I believe that's your signal.
Indeed.
Charge!
As the man says.
Okay. You have some stairs to charge up as well, and then a small walkway which is occupied by, let's say there was it 8 here and 12 on the ship, or the other way around?
8 on this dock and 12 on the ship.
There's now 6 on this bit, and the rest are over on the ship. Jebediah and Lothar, you can go ahead and make your attacks, and I'll see what their initiative test is like.
Oh, holy fuck.
And are we in stealth when we start this or not? Because I know we stealthed over here.
Not if you're charging them.
Okay, cool.
That
I will charge
is
them.
one successful parry there. And that will be 1 successful hit. And one of them taken out. Jebediah, gain yourself an extra advantage. Henrik and Lazarus, you notice as Jebediah and Lothar charge into the mob, those on the ship do turn and pay attention, a couple of them starting to make their way back over the walkway toward the 2 of them, so you have some free pickings. Or some easy pickings, I should say, so you can make ranged attacks without penalty.
Okay. Then
Do we just target the main group?
Yes. Yeah, it all counts as the same mob. But first, we are going to have to complete this round with an attack from skeletons.
I'll just get the defense ready, shall
It's
I?
1 for Lothar, as per usual. No.
Oh!
Jebediah.
Holy shit!
It's Jebediah time. Right, let's see how well you can defend with 1 arm. Okay, well, apparently. Apparently.
Do I even roll? I guess I can roll to see if I get a
You've
credit.
got to
They
roll.
fall off the deck.
You've got to roll.
They fall off the dock.
Would it be... Let's see. Did I just roll the standard, like the melee or whatever?
Challenging,
Like if I want to finesse or whatever. So,
Whichever one you want to do.
Whatever you want to
can
defend with. You can defend with anything. Well,
Okay.
within reason.
either defend with
Plus
your
your 1
weapon or
advantage. Plus your 1 advantage.
Okay. A successful defense, unsurprisingly, as one of them catches the other on the side of the arm, attempting to get you. The one-armed fighting style seems to be working for you. Henrik and Lazarus, you can make your next attacks. We'll just do a circular round now, so we'll just do the 2 range, the 2 melee, and then skeletons again. But it will
So
be...
is this plus 1 advantage now, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a modifier of 30.
And that would have been end of the round, and...
You just, you modified the health. Into
Yes, just did your health and advantage.
Thank you.
Okay. Another one. Falling off the edge. And
Nice.
1 explodes.
even better, finally. Critical. Yeah, one of them just walking across the boardwalk, slowly lurching forward, just straight through the shoulder. Collapses back over the edge, donk, 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 hits several rocks, and is now just a pile of bones again. Still got a few left to kill. Lothar, Jebediah, let's see what you can do. Okay,
Right.
that's a crit, and that is a... Tis but a scratch, but hey, it's
wow.
a bleeding skeleton.
Bleeding?
Standard.
I'll
Standard.
take it.
Yeah, it's standard. Right, there we go. That's 1 extra gone, and another one here we have. Okay, and another. Okay, you're probably dealing with about 3 to 4 skeletons left after you guys have chipped and waded through. I do just need to make a... Okay. That's just a perception test for the nearby dead. And each of you will be losing... Nope, first we do the skeleton attack. As per usual, a 1 is Lothar.
Oh, of course.
Back to standard.
Yep.
And
And I've got my advantage this time, don't I?
you still have your advantage.
Aha, fuck you.
Oh wow.
Definitely parried, but you are still going to lose 1 health.
Yeah. And the advantage.
And the advantage. And let's have the final 2 ranged attacks and see if you guys can finish the rest off.
Dun, 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 dun.
Surely that went through about 4 of them.
Looks like it. That's a tasty hit. And that's another tasty hit. Okay. Raining down arrows, or raining up arrows, I should say, from their vantage point. All of the skeletons that were coming across the boardwalk, single file, like a James Bond scene, have just been picked off one at a time.
Yeah.
Jebediah and Lothar, you've managed to, with a few cuts and scrapes, make your way through this mob. Poking
Good job, Lothar.
their heads up from
You too.
one of the hatches.
I say, I believe we're here to be... Oh, have you come to rescue us?
Yep.
Darn tootin'.
Oh, marvellous. We wanted to go, but, well...
And
Things in
Adrid's
the way?
climbing back.
No, that bully over there wouldn't let us until we had enough passengers.
All right. Can this boat make it out of here?
I can.
Okay. Can it survive a dragon attack?
No.
Then we might have a better solution. I look at Lothar. Perhaps we should get them all up to the Stragani camp.
Yes, perhaps. If we can wait out the worst of the undead, maybe we can then get everyone else onto the ship afterwards. Although I don't know where you're going to flee to south, because we've just come up from a city that was wasted by the undead, so...
Indeed.
They're raising everything around us.
Indeed. Okay. You need to get everyone up to the Stragani camp. Go down through the down by the water side, under the bridge, and across. And head up to the camp directly from the south, away from the bridge. You should be okay. There's people already there. And I briefly explain, like, nobody can see.
Okay.
Climbing that or actually swimming?
He is actually climbing it.
Oh no.
Just as you've barked the instructions, Adrid seems particularly perturbed by stepping off of a boat. Santiago begins his climb.
Do not worry about me, senors. I have a plan.
Oh, this can't be good. I say, looking over at Lothar and then the others.
You know there's a dragon, Santiago?
He looks at you from behind that cheeky porn star moustache.
Says, see, I know, senor.
Well, Media protect you.
Manon be with you.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck. Look
Okay.
back at Adrid. Get everyone moving, get them moving quickly, but try and be as quiet as you can, okay?
Okay.
And watch the rocks, they're damn slippy.
Yeah,
They lower
Cigar's gonna be-
themselves off the side using some rope and just paddle over to the other side slowly.
Cigar's gonna be so sad. I think that one was his favorite.
Oh, Santiago, you don't happen to have any arrows on you, do you?
No, senor.
Okay,
I
well,
believe Sigurd had some behind his cabinet. Next to the yellow book, senor.
right, sure. Well, thank you. That man is so strange.
Are you gonna head for the ship? Yellow book by the ship.
No.
No, we're gonna go
Sigurd's
Talites
office.
now.
Oh, gotcha.
But yes, now we need to go and try and get the Tarlites out of their particular predicament.
If this survives, if this town is still standing afterwards, Lothar, I think we need to get a Fletcher.
We have a Fletcher.
We had one. He's probably burned to the ground.
You just,
Well, we
you
need to
just need to
find
buy
the
more
arrows.
arrows.
Yeah, we need a Fletcher that leaves arrows in random locations around the village. That's what I'm saying.
I will make a note of it.
Hide and seek.
Yeah, we will have stashes for the next time we're attacked by a dragon.
I like how y'all are thinking. You're assuming we're gonna make it through this. I like that. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we want to try and sneak round and have a look at the... is this the way in where we're standing, Hydra, or have we got to go somewhere else to get round to the tile lights?
No, this is it.
We can get in from this side, I think.
You can get in
Okay.
lots of sides, so yeah.
So, obviously trying to stay hidden, we want to have a look and see what's going on over here.
And having a fun time in the background.
Alright, let's move.
Well, we know
out.
what the 1d12 is.
Yeah, that's why I said the dragon's having a fun time in the background.
Yes, northwest gate. You hear
Well,
noises.
we weren't using it.
Isn't that where
Wait,
the
does that mean he's
reinforcements
crushing his
come?
own forces?
I'd say
Oh, no,
just
on
in
north.
that direction, you can hear a building just be crushed. It's difficult to tell from where you are, although you're on a hill. You can see the building to the Carpenters Guild basically fall and shatter under its weight.
Just turn to Henrik. So, Henrik, being the most noble and silver-tongued of us, I trust it'll be up to you to report this to Sighard afterwards.
Oh, that's most generous of you. Thank you, Lothar.
I'm just
Anytime.
chuckling.
Right. What are the chances of stealthing our way through past these units? I guess they're just milling about and hammering on the
Yeah.
side of the thing.
You're going to get the attention of some wherever you go, but you could... Some ways would be better than others, so the better you roll, the more you would avoid.
Stealth roll?
Yes. Definitely urban this time.
Fantastic.
Well, what if you don't have urban?
Just stealth.
Then just stealth. Easy again?
And what?
The trash
Average.
over your head. You say average for this stealth?
Yeah, this will be opposed
Oh.
by them, so let's see how they do. Okay, they get like -2, so unless you
Henrik
do
and I
worse than
disappear.
that. Yeah, okay. Relatively... Okay, Lazarus does pick up the attention of a couple of them.
No.
Not too many, but a couple. Oh no, it's a skeleton. Silence.
Yeah.
Bone creaking.
Yeah,
Chattering of bones.
yeah.
Okay, but they haven't seen us, and Lazarus is in the back, so they're potentially going to go past us.
Sure.
So perhaps we can sort of
Jump up.
just jump them as they go past us.
Sure. I'll allow you... You all rolled so well, I'll allow you to coup de grace them. Just because we want to keep things moving. So, yeah, 2 stragglers that were lured off by Lazarus accidentally are picked off by Jebediah and Lothar, I think, who both rolled Chad. No, not Jebediah, Henrik and Lothar. Jebediah, I'm afraid you were a bit slow.
Oh.
Sad sailor. Right.
Doesn't get to wail on a skeleton.
You've got a couple left. By a couple dozen. All surrounding the building, surrounding every building for the most part, except for the one that you're kind of stood next to, because that's on fire and looks pretty much abandoned. That used to be your Fletcher. Oh no,
You say
is that
this?
Sighard's Manor? Yes, it is.
Don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Ah,
Was.
well, I guess you're not going to get those arrows, Henrik. You say we've got a couple of dozen skeletons in front of us.
In total, yes.
I thought we were sneaking past them.
You can't. They surround the building.
Yeah, the building we need to go into.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Do you think we can? Do you think we can draw some off?
Can try.
How many are
We
there?
need to try and get the attention of the ones inside to see if they'll come out and help. But I don't really want to shout.
Shout, shout, let it all out.
These are the things that we should know.
How many do we see out there, Hydra?
Couple
Couple
dozen.
dozen.
Dozen. Oof.
Perhaps this back
Okay.
group. Perhaps if Lazarus flings a sling at one of them and maybe draw them off, while we sort of hide in ambush, kind of like we did, and see what happens. And if we're far enough back, maybe we won't get the other group. Maybe, I don't know. You're the strategist, Lothar. What do you think?
Is this building that I'm currently stood on burning, or is it still mostly intact?
Bottom left corner is burning. So.
But the rest of it's still standing.
Still standing.
Cool. Maybe if we can lure them back through the door, we can engage them as they come through, rather than having to fight the whole damn lot in one go.
Oh, bottleneck them. I like that.
Sure, we can trap ourselves in a burning building. Why not?
Well, charge into them if you feel like it.
It's only burning a little.
I'll be right behind you.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, I think Lazarus. We get inside the building. Lazarus ping them with a stone, and then sort of see what they do.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to stand sort of in the doorway with my bow just in case, so I can back up if I need to.
Can I take like the other side of this doorway with Lothar or whatever? Maybe have like Henrik kind of, I guess maybe behind us, in between to throw through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically leaning against the wall.
Righto. Who's making noise?
I think Lazarus. We asked Lazarus to throw a stone because they're easier to get hold of than arrows, apparently.
Okay.
Well,
you can throw a stone.
Stones are
I will say one of them slowly moves towards you.
This is going to be the slowest fight ever.
In a word, yes.
Half an hour later.
Can someone roll lore undead, please?
Roll lore undead.
On what?
Don't have lore.
Average.
Wow.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
They can't hear anything. They can only sense living things nearby them.
It was more of a case of Lazarus. What I meant was Lazarus using a sling to hit one, rather than throwing.
So we got the attention of one.
But we got
You've got the attention of one for now, but you also now have the understanding that they're drawn to other living things. They don't have any intelligence, so if you hit them with a rock, they might not even realise where it came from. They can't calculate trajectory.
Fine.
Hashtag stand in front of them and wave.
Yes, I was. Okay, can I play the game?
No. No. You can throw more rocks at them.
I'm going to look at Lothar and Henrik and Jebediah and sort of go, well, nothing else for it, and sort of stick my head out the door and wave cheerily at it, and then sort of duck back behind the door and wait with my sword drawn.
Okay.
Waving your sword at them.
One of them throwing a rock back at you. Okay.
That's it, everybody go.
It fails. Okay, you stick your head out. Once you make yourself known to them and seemingly when you get close enough to them, the majority turn to face you and start moving towards you.
That may not have been.
I'll say the majority
intention.
that was close to you. So you can tell me how many you want to lure. Tell me how many you want to lure, and we'll do a plus or minus a little bit from that. So
we're working on each group basically being about a dozen. So we want about half of them or so.
Okay, so you want to get half a dozen. Bearing in mind that the undead are pouring into this place constantly, so...
Well, we want to get a whole group of them, so it'd be a dozen.
Okay, you want
half of what is
swarm.
There. Yes.
One swarm,
please.
One swarm, fine. One swarm is approaching you. You can each make a sneak attack on them effectively as they walk in through the buildings. So, make your rolls. Plus, I don't think they're going to know you're coming. Nope. So plus 40 for any melees.
For the love of God.
Huzzah! I hit him.
12, 9, 5, 16 with a tasty crit and a painful cut. I will say that is you cutting through at least 2/3 of them in a single round. Let me just roll an initiative test to see I'll just stick you all on the initiative order to see if they go before you. If not, you can probably take them out before we do any more rolls. Let's... Well, they are going last. Yeah, everyone make another attack. I won't count the swarm trait at this point because you've chosen to bottleneck them, so we will bypass that.
Is this now a normal with just one advantage?
This will this will be challenging with your advantage. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Another crit.
Just swinging wildly. Sure.
Okay.
One advantage.
Oh, I did my longbow.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that, by the way. I mean, it's a
challenging?
complete failure anyway.
Yeah. Advantage.
Yeah, challenging, but with your advantage.
Okay. There are...
Just need to change that roll to my weapon skill, by the way.
What was your weapon skill? I mean, it's a miss anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but...
No, but it just depends on whether it matters by how much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gentlemen, there is going to be a very small amount of them left in this building attacking you. We're going back into swarm mode now, though, because they need to actually get a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing it in a clock, and Lothar is number 1. Standard.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Hydra, can we play a game of Blood Bowl after?
There we go. Fuck whatever they're doing, put it that way.
Yeah.
That plate mail is paying for
okay. Okay, well, they tried. They tried, but you won by 6 because of your base skill being better. So, well done on a very narrow miss, as I'll say a spear just lunges past your head, Lothar, dodging out the way relatively easily. We'll wrap this up. You coup de grace them, they're done. You don't take all the damage from the swarm bullshit, so there you go.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So do we still
Damn fine work.
Do we have advantage from that to just go out the door and charge the rest?
That's what I was going to say.
You could do if you wanted. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Everyone can still be on advantage.
How much would we be on?
2.
I've got to keep track. So
I guess.
2 and then...
I don't know, maybe
Charge.
more.
Well, 2
We'll say
and
2.
charge is 3, so...
Yeah.
Where do we put our advantage on? I'm looking for it.
I've done it.
Oh, okay.
Corruption,
Thanks.
reroll that.
Thank you.
Tarkseal's done.
Charge is.
Did I really just... Come on now.
I'm backing off and I'm using the sling.
So if I have
That's
2
better.
advantage and I charge, it would be a 30 modifier, right?
Yes.
Total. Okay.
If you set yourself to have 2 advantage, target them and tick the target charge.
Oh, I didn't do the charge thing, by the way, Hydra, so there's another 10 to add to that.
Oof.
Okay. So I'll calculate these in order briefly. So Hedrick first, +5. That'll be 1 dead.
That's I didn't put the charge bonus in, by the way, if that matters.
+6. Okay. This is against Henrik. So, yep, you win against them. Let me just delete some of these so I can actually make sense of this. Fuck it, we'll do all of them against that 1 +2. So, all of you, yeah, unfortunately, not quite Lothar, very close. Henrik and Jebediah, 2 clean hits. I'll do some damage. There we go. And was it an arrow from Lazarus? No,
I shot a rock.
Okay. There we go. Gentlemen. You're in a mosh pit again. I just wanted to make sure... Yep, you guys are all using melee weapons. From left to right, 1 to 3.
1. Oh, my God.
Henrik.
Fantastic.
At least it's varied. Okay,
Yeah.
-2 to beat.
Do I still have my advantage? I haven't lost that yet, have I?
You would from
fact,
hitting
that
them,
should be-
so you should be on like 3.
Okay, that's fine. Done.
now I need to put all the advantage down again. Okay, you win. Now everyone suffers 1 wound.
Lose advantage.
Yeah. Next campaign, everyone has to do their own advantage. Because then I get twice as much time in combat to do the other stuff. Right, Henrik, you're up first.
Okay, let's have a swing.
It's about 8 of them left in total. Okay. And
Animus.
1 defense. Okay. Hard to get a blow in. These have shields as well as spears, which makes it particularly tough to land a blow on them. Jebediah, over to you.
Alright, I'll do an attack. Let's see. I think I'll actually... How many are left in the horde?
About 6.
I'll do a reroll on it, I think, maybe.
Okay. You've got a plus... Oh. Why'd they roll twice?
Yeah, why did they roll twice?
There we go.
Alright.
You have a plus 3 to beat.
On your reroll.
Give it a try.
Oh! It's close. 60. Oh. Is that actually both of you? Oh, wow.
No,
I think that's actually a tie because you're both on 60. Yeah. It's actually a tie.
Rolled better on the...
Yeah, you did roll better. I'll give it to you.
Yay!
I'm pretty... I don't actually know the rules for a tie, but there you go. Lothar, you're up. Okay, Jebediah, you've slammed your boat hook into the head of one of these walking animated corpses.
Stay dead.
Lothar has skewered another in the side of the pelvis with a spear. From left to right. 1 to 3. Jebediah.
Attacking
Time
again
to get
or
attacked,
dodging?
son.
Alright.
Plus 4 to beat.
Ooh. I will use my melee skill for that. Oops.
It's the highest attribute that does it. Yeah. Okay. You might live.
I think I'll do a fortune reroll.
Okay. That I think was better because you're probably not dead at least.
Woohoo.
Yeah, you have 2 wounds instead of no wounds, so congratulations. Now they get another attack. On 1, it's Lothar. On 2, it's Henrik. Oh.
It's both of us.
Okay. Henrik this time. And we'll go for a hand weapon with 1 advantage. Okay.
Oh, well, I got no bloody chance of that. I can't get a plus 6.
I believe in you, though. You could fumble. Oh, that's not going to kill you. Oh. Corruption reroll?
No. However, I can use a fate to ignore that, can't I?
You can indeed.
Then I'll use a fate to ignore that, please.
I think
I shall remove a fate point.
That's not a bad shout, because you would have gone unconscious at the end of this turn. Lazarus, over to you.
I'm going to...
I've now got 16 out of 15 wounds, by the way.
Put yourself to 15, then.
When I should I not go down to what I was? I was on 13.
Whatever you
round.
were on. I can't tell what you were on before, so just whatever you were on.
To have a look. I happened to look at it. That's how I know.
Yeah,
so
no, it's fair enough. I just put you back up. Cool. Thank you, Lazarus. Okay, 1 opposed sling. Nice. This mob might be your undoing. Might be your undoing. Okay.
I'm beginning to think there's no Tarlites left in there.
Yeah. Henrik? Oh, well, firstly, Lothar, Jebediah, and all of you take 1 wound.
I don't take one wound. I'm not melee.
Yes, obviously only the people in melee.
Right,
Yes,
I'm down to
yes,
one.
we could all point out each other's mistakes. Oh, for the love of God.
Like your inability to hit shit with that sword of yours.
Apparently. Right, I'm using my last reroll. Oh, stick it up your ass.
Use resilience and roll an 11. There you go.
Actually, do you know what? You're right. Let's do that.
There you go.
Drop a resilience. And there we go. And can we change that to an 11, please?
There you go. And you broke the jaw of one of them, having been thoroughly fed up by this ridiculous slapfest. One of them has its head come clean off and fly off 6 yards into the distance. You have 2 left to kill. They have no advantage. Basically, 1 good hit or 2 bad hits, and you're free. Jebediah.
All right, I will attack again.
Okay, maybe. I should have given them
Maybe.
shields. Oof. Okay. Okay.
Oh, nice.
We're getting somewhere. Okay. Right. That was a small. Yeah, exactly. It tore a magical muscle. So we did say 1 good hit or 2 bad hits. Unfortunately, that doesn't count as a particularly good hit. With 8 damage. So, Lothar, you're up.
I'll probably do it then.
Okay, that
Save
will
us, Lothar.
probably do it.
Give it a try.
No. Unfortunately, that's 1 more wound for everyone.
I'm unconscious then.
Oh, Jebediah's gonna go down.
Yep.
Jebediah. We're gonna have to go on the table for you. Just to see what happens. Let's do a hit location first. Body and oink. Okay. Jebediah goes prone and stunned. With the last zombie still standing. Lazarus, can you throw a rock to save Jebediah?
Can I succeed when it's needed?
Wow. The random skeleton swarm turn out to be the boss.
Is this average because it's right in front of me?
Sure.
And I think we were worried about a dragon.
Yeah, you haven't even started the dragon fight yet. Oh, you think I'm kidding? Yeah, the last one goes down. Jebediah will need some sort of assistance. Did you have any medical stuff left?
I have healing poultices.
Did you have a healing draft left, or have you used both?
No,
We used them both.
Okay.
They used them both.
Yeah,
already.
you'll have to do some first aid on him then.
That first aid I will do.
Lothar, Henrik.
I'm going to be patching myself up as well.
Is this?
I think I'm in pretty good condition, actually.
Yeah, if we're taking a minute, I guess. So average, is it?
Do I still get advantage?
Yeah, average. You've killed enough to. I would say. Blair, fine, sure. I don't think so, but let's do it this time.
And Hydra, about how long has it been since the Jabber Slythe fight in game time?
I don't know.
Couple of hours?
6 hours? Yeah. 4, 5, 6
Nice.
hours, something like that. I don't know.
Lovely.
Not long. Okay, Jebediah's up again.
You pretty much got all of his health back, didn't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
That's 12 wounds back.
That's all my health. I should have 12.
Yep.
Yep.
I got 10
Oh,
back.
there we go. Damn it. What is that? 3 times I almost died in less than half a day now. Shit.
Yep, there's still another half day to go, yeah.
Yes.
Gotta
You
go
should try being more careful.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. I just kind of mutter to myself angrily and shoot Henrik an angry glance before I dusting myself off and get my bearings.
Just smile and wink at him. Pat him on the shoulder.
I give him a begrudging smirk and then wink and say, all right, what's next?
I look at Lothar. You see if anyone's alive?
I'm already knocking on the door.
Okay, it feels like the door's been bolted and barricaded.
So he's just going to yell, Eamond!
Oh, he's gone. Oh, we don't know.
We don't know that.
Yep, we don't know.
We're human out here. We're humans. We've cleared out all the undead. Come on out of there before they return.
Sure, because shouting from across the road's not going to make that happen.
Well, I just want to make sure they hurt us, you know? The humans, not the undead, mind you.
Yeah, well, they might as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of windows around Lothar, but the main door seems like it's been barricaded, thus them not getting in.
Yeah, I figured.
There is no response, though.
There's gotta be somebody in there. The door's barricaded. I'll walk over to one of the windows and tap on it and wave.
No response.
Assuming they're boarded shut.
Yeah, they are boarded shut.
Oh, okay.
I would say they're the easier of the two to get into. Shutters are somewhat less robust compared to oak doors.
Do we really want to? I mean, if they've survived so far on there, do we really want to break a window and cause them problems? I say in that I'm not going to sort of do it all, but basically tell them about the safety in the Stragani camp and see if there's a response.
None.
It's kind of a dark theory, but it's always possible they might have thought those things were getting in and they may have, ended themselves.
Oh dear.
Unlikely. They don't think like that.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to cower in there away from the giant beast, then sure. You make your peace with Tal.
Yeah, good luck with that, fellas.
If you can get to the Stragani camp, you're safe. The way's clear at the moment, but if you wait much longer, it won't be. We're off. And we need to move. We could do with trying to make it to the north where Matthias is. If we could meet up with him, that's our greatest chance of helping people.
Well, I guess we can try it.
Who went up to the window?
It was me.
Well, I think we both did.
I guess we both did then.
Both of you could smell something off when you went up to it.
Off, like carrion or fire or...
Not fire, just something off. That's all.
Lothar, what does this smell like to you?
Yeah, I smelled something weird.
Can we roll intelligence to figure out the smell?
I did
Is
for
it
you.
something?
Does anyone have acute sense smell?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No. So I'll give Lazarus one additional roll from what we've done. Yeah, average intelligence. Or maybe a law something.
Okay, I can look at my lores.
Law medicine? Law medicine.
Lore medicine it is. Average.
Mm-hmm. Death mixed with herbs.
Like, there's rot in there, along with some spices, herbs.
No,
Jebediah wasn't so far off.
indeed.
Well,
But they had weapons, though, right?
I'm not going in there where there's dead. Do you think they've been fighting through? Leave it.
Better off leaving them trapped in there, I say.
Can I see if I can, if it's boarded up, can I see if I can use like my sword or something to knock out one of the boards or loosen it or something?
Yep.
Do you want to roll for that?
Nah, you can ping off a board.
And then take a
Something
look
nailed
inside.
on.
What can I see?
A few dead bodies surrounding a shrine.
Is it a shrine at all? Or, sorry, I guess. I'm not looking.
Yes, it is a shrine to Tal. You would assume because it is a Tar-like doodah. There's something on the shrine covered in a cloth. And to answer your earlier question, yes, there are weapons all over the place. It's the Hunter's Lodge.
And are the bodies moving?
No.
I'll look to the group. Somebody hand me a stone.
I'll hand him a stone.
I throw it at one of the bodies. Not hard or anything, just enough to try and ping it off something.
No movement.
I think they're dead.
I'm back to thinking they killed themselves.
Quick
I'm gonna
sandwich. Yeah.
I'm gonna move as many boards as required, so I can sort of crawl in by myself.
Do you think stealing weapons from the dead is a good thing to be doing when we're surrounded by the undead?
You know, I'm with Lothar on this one. Just for no particular reason, I am vehemently against stealing weapons from the dead. I will tell you that might be a bad idea. No reason.
What about the weapons that are in here that are just littered about that aren't the dead bodies? Look, we don't have time to debate this. Like, crawl through the window. And I want to go to the front door and sort of unbarricade it.
Okay. You take a very large oak block off of the door that was probably never going to be broken down. And you're inside. There are about 12 bodies. They look like they have killed themselves.
Oh, God.
All surrounding a shrine.
So I'm going to sort of see if there's any arrows.
Yep. All over the place. Bows.
Okay.
It's probably about 8 bows in here. And 25 arrows, give or take. On the walls, not on the people.
So can I... What's my max amount? Have I got a max amount of arrows I can carry?
No, you can just pick them all up.
So I can add sort of 25 to my inventory.
Sure.
Lazarus, do you need any arrows?
Yeah, can I get about 10 of those?
Alrighty, so I'm going to take 15. So I'm now at 19, and I'll give 10 to...
Meanwhile, I'll say,
Lazarus.
Lothar, there has been the attention of about 2 or 3 zombies, so
Yep.
roll me an attack, please.
I'm still outside. Can I assist him?
Yep.
Cool, 'cause
Jebediah.
I am not going to steal.
Damn it.
Praise more.
Jebediah, if you roll a successful attack, you won't both get attacked in response.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yep.
No
Oof.
pressure.
Oh dear. All the pressure.
Okay, so Jebediah's going to get a smacking. He's going to get a paddling. No, he's not. No, he's not. Do you want to defend against a -1, Jebediah?
I would love to. Let's see.
I did yours as unopposed, Lothar, just for the sake of speeding things.
I think I will. How much damage would that be?
Enough to put you back on your ass.
Really?
Not quite, but a good way toward it.
Oh no, you got 12 health back, didn't you?
Yeah, he's got a lot of health all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Would that be like 3 damage or something, or I don't know.
Let's just say 3. I don't want to do
I'll
maths.
I'll take the hit.
Okay, you guys can continue wrestling for a bit. Henrik, you have pillaged the area of all of the bows and arrows and not disturbed any of the bodies on the floor, all completely still, and left the shrine, which is a white cloth on top of something on a table.
Okay, I'm gonna just lift the cloth.
It is a horn, a hunting horn.
I'm gonna offer up a very quick prayer to Tal, as much as I know how, which is not a lot, I believe. And sort of ask him to help us. So I think I know enough about Tal to recognise that a hunting horn would be something for him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lift the horn.
Okay.
And kind of look up to see if a big foot's going to squash me or something.
Nothing bad happens.
Okay, I'm going to stow that in my bag and then sort of head outside and see the zombies. Oh, okay. Or skeletons or whatever they are.
Yeah. Skeletons this time. All three of you just make me an attack. Lazarus too, if you wish.
We get advantage this time.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, for God's sake.
Well, there's only two of them, so just someone get a hit.
69.
Okay, well, you got some positives in there somewhere. Right, you whittle them down, and you are temporarily free.
All right, heading north, you say?
Come on. You didn't take anything from the bodies, did you?
Not from the bodies. I took the hunting horn, though. I did ask Tal for his permission and forgiveness if it's not something, but I felt we should probably rescue it.
Very good plan. So, is there anybody left to save?
I think we need to head. I think Lothar's right. We need to head north and see if we can meet up with Matthias.
Right.
We should be able to get along the river up to the rat pool, shouldn't we?
Yes,
I should think so.
that would certainly be an option.
Try and get up as close to the northern wall as we can, help past it if we can.
Okay.
Right, let's just
and out
go.
onto the northern road. See if we can meet up with Matthias.
There we go, gentlemen. We will fast track you. I'm going to start fast tracking a little bit just because I'm mindful of time. We will run over tonight, I'll safely say, but if anyone has to go, then you suck. So, you know, that's life. Right, you snuck your way through. There are undead outside the rat hole. Soren is hiding in a bush. You know this because you can hear a
Sorry.
if I can find his fucking token, but ayo.
Do I need to do a Wastelander to understand?
No. He said hello.
Yeah. It's a hell of a situation you got yourself into there, Soren.
Yes, quite the shit show.
Just like old times there.
Yeah.
Thought you might like to know, because it seems to bother you. Matthias is heading this way, so there will be witch hunters in town soon.
Oh.
Yeah, no rest for the wicked or something along those lines.
I don't like witch hunters. They always mean trouble. Right.
Yeah, because you'll notice with this backdrop.
Anyway, I guess I'll go off and see if I can. I'll swim to this Strigani place.
That's where everyone's meeting at the moment.
Is there anyone else alive up here?
Well, you were the only patrons, and you all fucked off a while ago, so no.
Alright.
Most of the others are
just
already dead. No, they died.
And I'm assuming by the number of tokens, the swarm tokens, there's just a shit ton of them here.
Yes.
Most of them are heading south, so they're sort of coming through the town.
Is there a conga line through the north gate, or is this just a force that's come up from the bridge to sweep round the top of town and then head south again?
Good question. Across the bridge, swept up, the north gate is currently shut.
Okay.
I'll
so they're
say
not
this
coming
as you're
through it.
peering around. Not coming through it. They're kind of fanning out into the town and
Yeah.
mulling around, let's say. General mosh pittery.
That's fine. So long as I don't have a second column of them to deal with. Right. How much further north can we get along this river?
I will give you a... If you can make a... Either a challenging climb or swim, you could make it the other side of the wall. It's obviously not that easy to get in and out of the town, otherwise everyone would...
Lothar's in the drink.
Slippery rocks, man.
No, I am not trying that because I have a broken arm.
Well, I'm not trying that because I'm not very good at climbing.
Mm-hmm.
I have climb or swim.
You will have climb.
Everyone
Basic
has
skill.
climb.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah, basic
Yeah.
skill.
So, Matthias is coming from the north, right?
Yes.
Through the gate that's locked.
Well, obviously not through a locked gate, but he is approaching from the north.
But we need to get that gate open, is all I'm thinking.
Yes, well, we could either meet up with him and then maybe get a hand sneaking back in here to get it open for him, or we can try and wade through all the undead between us and that gate and then open it.
And it kind of pisses me off. That dragon's breaking every damn thing, but it won't break the one thing we need it to, will it?
Of course it won't.
You think that thing's working on instincts?
The Hunter Guild is just destroyed, as you say that.
Shit, we were just in there.
Thing we're not.
If we sneak out... Oh, wait, no, because he's got a force of 50.
Yes.
Never mind. We have to open the gate.
Yes. But if he's got a force of 50, he can spare some of them to cover us while we get back in and open the gate.
Well, I do... Oh, shit. I do have an idea. I don't particularly like it, but I have one.
Obviously.
Well, this horn's rather loud, isn't it?
For the deaf skeletons that we've been fighting. You might draw the attention of the dragon if you want to fight that instead.
Well, I'm less thinking about attacking it, but maybe having it come over here and smash the gate?
No,
Sounds
we
like
wouldn't be
a
that lucky. It would destroy everything around us and probably us.
If you do that, though, I am taking credit for the idea in some part, because I did have that smashing the gate idea.
Uh-huh.
Tell Sigurd maybe he'll give me some coin if that works out.
Tell Sighard that you came up with the idea of smashing his gate and you want coin in return. Yeah, okay.
To save his town, you know.
Gentlemen?
Context.
We need to move.
Yes, we need to move.
So,
Perhaps if we draw these away, if we could draw them away, then someone can open the gate. I mean, they're not the quickest buggers, are they?
no, but they do outnumber us considerably.
Right. But if one of us were to try and draw them away, and the others get the gate open?
The trouble is, there's nowhere to run. You can't run down, there's more of them coming across the bridge. You'd very likely just be dooming yourself.
I know.
Think we can take much more fighting.
Which is why I say we should meet up with Matthias first, and then get some more fighting men, and then come back in.
Looks like we're either climbing or swimming then.
Go over the wall.
Would we be able to climb over the wall from here, Hydra?
With a bit of ingenuity, if you got a couple of barrels or something, you could...
Pile shit up against it.
Yeah, it might take
The
a little
enemy's
bit of
inside the wall.
a little bit of working, but you could do it.
All right, fine. Let's try that. It's certainly better than my idea. I don't mind admitting.
You can always fall back on your idea.
Fair enough.
I'm going to try and sneak along the top of here then. Assuming from my climb roll that I figured out that it's just not going to happen trying to go along the river, so go up the bank and then try and stay to the shadows along the edge of the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Assume you want to stealth urban.
Don't mind Santiago. He's just trying to jump on top of the dragon. Not with any luck thus far.
Does that mean we hear a distant splash as he misses, or he just didn't make the jump?
He just swung his blade at it that time. The jump is coming soon, but he's just waiting for his opportunity. Right, gentlemen, you are going to try and make your way over the barricade, yes?
Yes.
To the outside of the town. Roger, roger. Gentlemen, what are you doing? Building rubble? Putting up things, crates?
Yeah, anything we can easily grab and just quietly place down to make a climbable thing to pop.
Lothar, perhaps you should, or Jebediah should just keep an eye out, see, make sure nothing's coming over here, and give us some warning if it is.
I could look with these old eyes, sure.
You've hurt your arm. It'd be best if you did that.
Jebediah, there are 3 zombies headed your way.
There's 3 zombies headed my way.
Oh.
He's a very good lookout, I'll give that to him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Man knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I call out to them and let them know.
Well, I'm going to draw my bow and take a shot. If there's 3 of them.
Since it's only 3, I'm going to try and just get building stuff up against the wall.
Okay.
What difficulty and modifiers, etc. am I using, Hydra?
Average. To...
Just a plus 20.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to spend my final point of resolve to get rid of my condition.
Get rid of your fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
There goes that, and there goes that. Okay.
Okay. I'll say to you now, guys, what I think will probably end up happening is we'll have a concluding little bit next week, followed by an after party. Because I think there is still another section of this to go. And I don't want to wrap it up prematurely for you, so...
Sure.
But we'll talk about that afterwards, but just to set your expectations. Right, so definitely a decent shot from Lazarus. One of them dead. Likewise from Heinrich. Okay. 2 deadites down. Lothar, you are gathering boxes, I believe.
Yes. Anything else that we can climb on?
Athletics?
Sure. What am I on? Average? Challenging?
Challenging to do it quickly.
This isn't going to happen then.
It's not bad. So you probably could do with a hand lifting the sort of large barrels and boxes around, but I'll say even with that you can get a couple of smaller items to get you started. But you have a moment, guys. Lothar, you've done what you can with what you can lift, but you need a hand.
There's only 1 skeleton left, isn't there?
I will.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and charge the skeleton there.
All right, Jebediah.
Whenever it's my turn. Okay.
Meet your maker.
Good lord.
Let's see how they do. That is no.
Jeez.
Incredibly well.
And there's not anything like. Wait, that's an attack, so it'll just be a miss then. Okay.
But that was a miss, and this is them donking you in response.
Okie doke.
Roll a natural 1.
Yeah, I mean, you can...
It doesn't... Does it say what... It doesn't show me the result of their attack roll.
That's because there was no damage.
They just rolled 37 against 60.
Sorry.
Against you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So a dodge or a parry or whatever.
Hope so.
Or
Trying to parry it.
Nice.
That is actually a success. Okay. But this single zombie is not a swarm, unsurprisingly. So, I mean, between the three of you, I'll give you the coup de grace.
Okay, now I go over and help Lothar then.
Yeah, continue helping him.
I'll just keep a lookout.
Okay. Boxes are lifted. Now there's 4 of you. There's not really too much need to roll. A couple of barrels are moved over. Crate is quickly carried. And up. You land the other side. Into the grass.
Quick survey to make sure there's no monsters and zombies over this side.
Not directly where you are, no. Seems relatively quiet. There's maybe 1 or 2 just slowly making their way through the woods you can see in the distance, but nothing heading directly for you.
Okay. So what's the plan? Do we go out and find Matthias, or do we stay here?
No, go find him. Meet as quickly as possible, let him know what's happening.
Okay, stick to the riverbank?
Probably the tree line. Stay in view of the road.
Yeah, we don't miss them.
Mostly because I can't remember where the river goes in relation to the road, so I don't want to follow the river and fuck off from the road.
Well, one thing that makes your life a little bit easier is after moving all of a few feet, you can see a regiment to your left stood outside of the gate.
Ah.
Are they in combat, or are they just stood there?
Regiment.
They are just stood there. They're in uniform.
Do you recognise?
Make a, from where you are, a minus, what are we going with? Long distance. I will allow a hard perception, but from each of you.
Okay. Hard perception.
Yes. To give us a little bit of a chance to see the fine details of what the situation is up ahead. Okay.
Huzzah.
Okay, Henrik and Lazarus. Both of you think something's a little off. Henrik, the fact that they're stood still, perfectly still. And Lazarus, you note most of them are or have been wounded in some way that you can make out at least. A few have limbs missing that you can spot.
It looks like they have sustained some injuries, and yet they're standing perfectly still. I don't think they're alive anymore.
Maybe some kind of zombie trap.
Maybe they're just waiting for a gate to open.
Maybe this is another recruitment drive further up the road.
No.
Do you think this might have been Matthias's lot?
Oh, I hope
Really
not.
hope not.
That's not what we need right now.
I assume by a regiment you mean there's quite a lot of them.
In matching uniform.
Does the uniform look like anything we've ever seen? Or is that what that previous roll was for?
That was trying to think what the hell that would be. Taking into account your perception rolls, I will say Lazarus thinks maybe. Hard to tell from here.
Well, I don't suggest going any closer to them. What do you think, Lothar? Carry on further up the road and see if there is any living regiment coming down? God, I hope they're not.
There's no point running into their arms. See what's
Agreed.
further up the road.
It's away from the dragons, so I am all for that plan, boys. Let's go.
Sort of whisper to Lothar, do you want to tell him we're going to end up coming back, or should I?
Let's just leave him to figure it out.
I look perfectly happy, not thinking about the dragon anymore already.
Yeah, don't
Chill.
worry.
Okay.
Going to carry him up the road a little bit and staying off the track and as much cover as we can get. Blah, blah, blah.
You take a quick 5-minute trek. I will say it kind of depends how far you want to go here, because meanwhile the town is being demolished building by building. But let's say you go to the next bit of straight road, which is a couple of minutes away. There is nothing, just darkness. The occasional deadite walking down the road toward you that, for the sake of speeding things up, you can dispatch easily.
Huzzah!
And a brief flash of light in the sky. It was coming back from the way you came.
What on earth was that?
Lightning?
Something exploding.
When you turn around, you see again another flash. It's coming from your town. Your guess would be in the direction of the east side of the river. Very bright light illuminating the sky for a moment. For a second, giving you a perfect silhouette of a very large dragon.
Wait, didn't that crazy old coot at the Stragani camp say something about trying to find a spell? Do you think you finally found it?
I hope nothing happened.
Maybe we should quit talking about spells while we're heading over toward to see a witch hunter.
I
Well,
think we're finding the witch hunter.
no, I have a horrible feeling he's dead, and we've already seen him.
The one time I don't want their lot to be sucking dirt. Shit.
Well, should we head back into town and see if we can get back in the same way? I mean, we did come over the gate. Over the wall, even.
Yes, I'm really glad we didn't open the gate. That would have been a wonderful reception.
Indeed.
You should be glad.
Right. So head back.
Yep.
Boys have to hoist me up over the wall, if and you please.
We might have to
gentlemen.
hoist each other over the wall.
You may hoist each other over the wall, and you can see in front of you at the Stragani camp a fairly large gathering of people no longer able to fit within a caravan, forming a circle. A circle that is illuminated by an unnatural light, but surrounded by the dead. And to find out what happens to them and you, I think we're going to have to continue next week.
On Dragon Ball Z.
On Dragon Ball Z. And yes, well done for thwarting my evil plan and going around the side of the fence and not realising Matthias is a zombie and actually waiting to come in and be let inside. So that's one of those situations as GM where your players thwart something, and there you go. What can you do? But no one's dead, so that's something. And I'll give you a little tidbit that how long you have to survive for, let's just get that volume down a little bit, will depend on how many rounds it takes for the Monday crew to kill the boss. So the longer they take, the longer you've got to hold out for.
Okay. Makes sense.
So cross your damn fingers that we have a Theodosius Mark II that basically kills himself. And yeah, well done on not being dead.
And then we've still got what's his face to jump off the mast and
Santiago.
Santiago is still
yeah.
trying to jump on the dragon. He rolled an 8 for his willpower check, so he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be like Super Spanish Chad." So he's working on it, but it's not that easy. And I only made one roll. Half the town are dead, so that sucks. But
we did bring another half the town with us.
Yeah, you did save some of them, so that's good. And your lord will be happy because he's got a lot less to be a lord for, so it makes his admin a lot quicker, a lot less paperwork. And yeah, we'll see everyone Monday for the final Monday, Friday for the final Friday. I thought this may happen, and then the following Friday we'll kick straight up again with a series of one-shots.
We do have a slight problem next Friday.
You're not here?
I'm not here. I'm at a wedding.
Well, we will have to just bot you for a session like we did with Yoo-hoo. Unless we can find a convenient other time, but I'll assume for now that we can't. But we can maybe have a chat on that, but it can be difficult to wiggle, so we'll see. Gentlemen, pleasure. Viewers, pleasure. Stay sassy, and we'll see if our players survive, despite the fact most of them have a decent amount of health. Jesus.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send your firstborn child.
Yeah.